Vikings A undefeated. They'd won 2 from 2 heading into this match. Ramsey A were undefeated. They'd drawn 2 from 2 heading into this match. Ramsey A, they're not undefeated anymore, are they?
No, but Ramsey A were 1-0 up at half-time, so Vikings A would have been very scared at half-time of what's going on and how they're going to achieve the win that they needed today. Joe Quine and Thomas Sitsos on the score sheet for Ramsey A. Vikings A, though, came back in the second half. Tom Wilson with 2 and Kim Carney on the score sheet there. One thing's for sure, that if Vikings A have got any designs on the title this year, they have to improve in front of goal. They can't be run close like that to teams that they beat fairly easily last year.
It seems to be a common trend in the first 3 games of this season, though. I said it earlier at lunchtime. The wins that Vikings A have registered have been far from convincing. What do they need to change? Is it just their profligacy in front of goal?
Pretty much. They're getting into really good attacking positions, but they seem a little bit wasteful in front of goal at the minute, and it's something they worked on Tuesday night at training as well. It's something that they've pinpointed themselves. I'm sure it'll be something they'll be working on Tuesday night training next week as well. And it's just, maybe it's a bit of rustiness and it's just going to take time to get back into the swing of things. But they'll have that worked out pretty soon. Usually,
if Vikings A don't win the title, then Backers A do. They were run quite close today themselves. They were playing in Peel away to Valkyries A, and they did triumph, but it was quite close, 5-3 to Backers A.
Yeah, it was 2-2 at half-time, and I keep saying that this Valkyries A team is looking really, really good. Greg Miller, I'll say it again, and I'm sure he won't thank me for saying it, but the oldest player in the squad by about 10 years. But they've done really well, 2-2 at half-time, and it was 3-3 when Greg Miller missed a penalty stroke, hit the crossbar with about 15 minutes to go. But again, like I said at lunchtime, when you've got the likes of Andy Whiting, Johnny Callow, Jamie Brown, and even Carl Moore, who's an elder statesman now, should we say, they're always going to be looking to score in the last few minutes of the game. Valkyries A, Greg Miller, Luis Novo-Smith, Kieran Gell on the score sheet, Carl Moore with 3 and Andy Whiting with 2 today.
From the top to the bottom then, because this was billed as, a relegation scrap. Early days in the season, as we know, but these 2 teams are tipped to struggle, if you like, in this division. Castletown Celts, if they got the win over Vikings B today, they would have leapfrogged their opponents and got off the bottom of the table, but that didn't happen. A huge win for Vikings B.
It is a big win, but Castletown Celts went ahead first through a short corner from Robin Masson. Vikings B, though, very quickly hit back through a short corner of our own, through Stevie Crow. And then towards the end of the game, Vikings B were able to put 2 quick goals in the back of the net towards the end of the first half. The second half, again, Castletown Celts came out the quicker. We knew that. We said that at half-time. That was what was going to happen. But Castletown Celts came out and scored another short corner. This time a drag flick to the far post and just went in off Kirsty McCarry's arm. Vikings B, though, again, accelerated away. Stephen Crow with a hat-trick in the end. Macklin Wilson and Archie Cayley on the score sheet, which actually, given the losses for Ramsey and Valkyries, puts them in 3rd place.
That's a massive 2 points for Vikings B. Just a word on Celts, though, because after losing today, things possibly look quite bleak very early on. But with the likes of Robin Masson, who will get you goals, they do have still got a healthy chance of survival.
I was talking to somebody earlier today about Castletown Celts squad, and they've got a good squad. Their ladies are good, and then they've got 2 players that don't look out of place in the Island training sessions, and Stevie Ronan and Robin Masson. They are very, very good. High intensity work rate from them. Stevie Ronan, the most physical player in the Premier League, very, very good player in my eyes. One of my favourite sort of forms of player is that sort of enforcer in the middle of the pitch. And they have a chance to survive. There's no doubt about that. They've got a return fixture against Vikings B. They ran Valkyries close a couple of occasions last year, so they have the ability to fight back and pull themselves out of that relegation zone. It's not over yet.